Yeah, that's true. But yeah. So no, as we said, they did well with what they had. The rest of their team sucks. They should have capitalized on Deshaun Watson, wanting to be traded. They could have gotten a hell of a lot from the Jets, from a bunch of teams that were very interested in him.
Supposedly, the 49ers offered them, what's his name, the quarterback, Garoppolo, and 3 picks, and they said no.
Yeah, idiots.
Yeah. Do you know what they're getting now? Investigated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, solid B. Solid B.
All right. Tennessee Titans.
Okay. Here we go. Tennessee Titans. Round 1, pick 22, Caleb.
Did we get your draft grade? Yep, B. Okay.
All right. And the Tennessee Titans draft picks, round 1, Caleb Farley, corner from Virginia Tech. Round 2, Dylan Radunz, the tackle from North Dakota State. Round 3, Monty Rice, linebacker from Georgia. Round 3, Elijah Molden from Washington, which, by the way, Elijah Molden is the one corner outside of... why do I keep... outside of Patrick Surtain, is the one corner in this draft I wanted. He's so fucking insanely good.
So fast.
He's lanky, and he's just what you fucking want for a corner. Like, he is so prototypical what I would want in a corner. It's nuts. Wide receiver, round 4, wide receiver Des Fitzpatrick from Louisville. Defensive end Rashad Weaver. Rashad Weaver, defensive end from Pitt. Racy McMath, one of the most interesting names in the draft. The wide receiver from LSU. And they close it out with your boy Brady Breeze from Oregon. I do not dislike any of these picks. I fucking love the Caleb Farley pick. Love the Elijah Molden pick. Love the Monty Rice pick. Dylan Radunz, obviously, we don't get to watch him very much because he's from North Dakota State. Des Fitzpatrick was killer. Rashad Weaver on Racy McMath, unsung hero of LSU. He was very good. And then Brady Breeze from Oregon. Like, literally nothing in this draft do I have an unfavorable opinion on.
So I mostly agree. I've got some reservations. Farley had some injury issues, that are a concern with a position like cornerback. If he's healthy, amazing pick. If he's unhealthy, you're going to call him a bust. So we'll see. But I think his talent level is high enough that I don't mind the pick where he was taken. Redun's ND State. I'm not sure how their pedigree is with O linemen. He looked pretty solid. I've heard he needs to get stronger. His combine or whatever stats weren't that great with stuff like the bench and strength tests. So he's got to get stronger to do that. Where was I? Monty Rice looked like a real solid linebacker. We talked about Elijah Molden. You said it. He looks fantastic. Love that pick. Probably my favorite pick of theirs. Also, really like the Des Fitzpatrick pick. Great route runner. They lost Corey Davis, and obviously they still have.
But they added Julio.
Yeah. They've got Julio and they've got Brown. So their receiving threat is huge now. They're obviously they've got Derrick Henry to run it right into your face. And they got Tanny, who's a mobile quarterback, can make a lot of the passes, can do some of it with his feet.
So
needed secondary help. Their secondary was really bad. The rest of their defense was pretty solid. they needed edge. They hit everything they needed with really, really solid talent. This was the best draft of the AFC South in my opinion. Rashad Weaver looked really solid. I don't know if he's going to be a star or anything, but he looked like he could at least be, a depth pass rusher. McMath, as you said, super speedy, has the right size, probably needs some work on his technique, but who better to learn from than the rest of their receiving corps. My boy Brady Breeze from Oregon was very solid at safety. I think will probably start for the Titans because that's how bad their secondary was.
No, he's not. He's third.
Who'd they pick up? They picked up somebody at free agency, right?
Well, let's go through their starters. Tannehill, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Josh Reynolds. That team is fucking fast. Anthony Ferkser at tight end. They use a fullback, Kari Blasingame, and then their offensive line: Taylor Lewan, Roger Saffold, Ben Jones, Nate Davis, and Dylan Raduns as their offensive linemen. Defense: Jeffrey Simmons, Taylor Tart, Danico Autry. Then their linebackers: Harold Landry, Jayon Brown, Rashawn Evans, Bud Dupree. Their secondary: Janoris Jenkins, Amani Hooker, Kevin Byard, and Caleb Farley. With their backups, corner Christian Fulton. When Christian Fulton is your backup, holy shit! Like, come on, this is a win now team.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So their safety depth is better than I was thinking. All right. Well, he'll be, he'll be a backup. Might become a starter by the end of the season. He can play free safety. He can play strong safety. He's a smart guy that knows what to do.
He's definitely not going to be starting at free. That's Kevin Byard's for life.
Yeah. But he can spell him. He can, he's a nice versatile safety that can just plug in and play. I really, really like this draft. Titans are just, they're rising. I think they are a legitimate contender following this offseason and, how good they were last season.
Signing Bud Dupree also really helps.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah. God damn. It's so good.
Yeah. I'm excited to see them. They're, I like the Titans. They're one of my secondary teams that I like to root for. So yeah, good for them.
All right. So just going on this draft alone, I don't see how you can give them anything other than an A. Honestly, not even an A-. This is such a good draft.
I was at A minus. Gotta agree with you. It's it really hinges on Farley. If he stays healthy, 100% A plus. If not, then A minus, B plus. If he turns out to be a bust due to injury,
he's a projected starter right now, even over my boy Elijah Molden. So, Dan Beebe, A's all around. Yeah, definitely the best draft of the division.
And it's Tennessee's division already. Like, good luck, Colts. They're the ones trying to take down the Titan. That's literally David v. Goliath.
Listen, if you follow the same logic as the Bengals fans have, then it's the Jaguars' season for the Super Bowl, baby. All in.
Hard to disagree, but hey, at least if you're a Jaguars fans, you're not the Texans.
That's a good point. It
could only be worse.
Yeah, but yeah, Bengals fans are just crazy, man. They honestly think that the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl this year by adding Jamar Chase.
I just heard Joe Burrow get quoted. It's not good at camp, so best of luck, Bengals fans.
Yeah. Well, Joe Burrow, that's all he's going to be is at camp. He's not going to get past week 5 because they didn't draft your boy Penei Sewell. But
Yeah, don't really understand why you don't, go hard on offensive line after watching your, huge rookie prospect get a terrible injury. But, I'm not in the front office over there.
Because Burrow wants his guy Jamar. Like, Stupid. All right. So that's it for the AFC South. We're going to close this out with our This Week in Sports History. And we got one for August 1st, 1976. The Seattle Seahawks take the field for the very first time in preseason game versus San Francisco 49ers at the newly constructed Kingdome in Seattle. August 1st, 1976, first Seattle Seahawks game ever.
They still get made fun of for being like a young team. It's so funny. They're older than all of us. They're pretty old now at this point, but they still get like, oh yeah, Seattle fans. They're all bandwagoners, et cetera, et cetera. That's funny.
Bandwagoners for what? They haven't won shit.
I know.
They got one Super Bowl.
Yeah, a while back now, but I wanted to say with the Burrow thing. It's like how kids always want ice cream. Doesn't mean it's good for them. You don't give them ice cream all the time. You give them veggies. Veggies was Sewell was offensive line. They gave him and don't get me wrong, Jamar is awesome.
Second best player in the draft.
But you need to eat your veggies. you need to build the trenches, and Bengals with that ownership's never going to win shit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And draft Penei Sewell, who was the best player in the draft.
We'll see. Could be Z-Dub.
Yeah, could be. Probably not. It's Penei Sewell. Anyways, thank you for the parenting advice from Dan O'Shea, by the way. Don't feed your kids ice cream, give them veggies. Unless you want them to be like Tom Brady, then you give them veggie ice cream.
Avocado. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, avocado is a fruit, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's fruit ice cream, but not strawberry. It's got to be avocado ice cream. No carbs. Have you seen the Subway commercials with Tom Brady?
No. Yeah, when they cut away from him?
Yeah, they're pretty funny. It's the new Subway commercials. There's a series of like 5 of them, I think, and they have different celebrities, all athletes, doing endorsements. And it starts with Steph Curry, and he gets cut off, and then it goes to the next commercial. The last one of this series, they say something. One of the endorsers says something about celebrity endorser, and Steph Curry comes back out like he's going to say something, and then Tom Brady steps in and says what Steph Curry was going to say. And then Steph says, "Do you even eat bread?" And Tom says, "Steph, it's a commercial." And I just lose my shit. I just lose my shit thinking about fucking Tom Brady telling Steph Curry to back the fuck off. God, Tom Brady's a lot harder to hate when you see him fucking being this silly prick in Florida. Yeah. Oh, all right, guys. I think that's it. Unless you got any last minute things to say. NFL season starts tomorrow. I hope you're all excited. You get to watch Cooper Rush versus Mason Rudolph. And then you get to watch, after about 10 plays of that, you get to watch fucking Garrett Gilbert versus Dwayne Haskins. No Zeke, no Amari, no Dak, no Jalen Smith. They're not even making the trip. So it's literally, and from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of position battles, and there are a lot more spots that are going to be battled up for grabs in Dallas this year than normal. So the word is you're probably not even going to get to see Dak or Zeke until the final preseason game anyways, because the players are going to need that time to be evaluated. So here's hoping Simi Fehoko can get a fucking position, talking about playing him potentially at linebacker and safety and running back and tight end and wide receiver all in one game.